Happy Halloween. I'm a pussycat. I am a Russian pussycat. I do not know why. I don't know where the Russian accent came from, but happy Halloween. My ears are a little bit... Okay, there we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 22 of Live with the Glitter Practitioner. And today is Halloween. And I know I've got very, very confused with timings. So it is 7 p.m. BST right now, which is still noon Pacific Daylight Time. So I hope everybody got the message, especially for the UK. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Dr. Nupi, the Glitter Practitioner. And this is a very special gangster glitter practitioner episode because I'm basically pretending to be a gangster pussycat at the minute, and I'm trying to take this seriously. I am a family physician in the UK. I'm a GP, and I've been a doctor 24 years now. I'm also a spiritual and transformation life coach. And my passion is with helping my patients, my clients, to really understand their whole self-health needs, mind, body, and soul, and specifically empowering them to realign and rebalance their needs so they are in complete alignment, essentially. And when that happens, you are in flow, you are abundant in potential. And it takes time, it takes awareness, it takes consistency, but it is transformational. And I think the best way to describe and to really show you what this might feel like working with me on my coaching program, which is Find Your Fizz and Flourish, which is all about what I just said. I think my brand story, which has been created by none other Devin James Stinson, who is incredibly talented. He created my brand story, and I think I don't even need to say anymore. So, kind Mr. Producer, please play the brand story now. Otherwise, I'm going to get cross. I can't get cross. It is coming very soon. I think Mr. Producer might have forgotten. Is that right?
Follow the light through the storm. And this is not a light that warns, it's a light that forms on the pathway ahead. So you can maneuver around disaster instead of getting stopped by the obstacles. It just takes changing the obstacles. And then the impossible turns to possible. And then the storm lifts. You're no longer adrift. Breathe, focus, you've got this. Ahead you see a figure, a kind soul, and on the inside it feels like you might glow. Your endless cycles of cyclones have been turned to a breeze that just slightly blows. You're adorned with glitter, where you literally feel like a kid again. And this is when you realize how much of your life you've missed. And then you talk more with Dr. Nupi Aurora, who will holistically change your aura, where you and the new you won't be like strangers. No, you'll be like friends. Because this whole process is simply life-changing. So if you're feeling frazzled and you want to find your fizz and dazzle, then book a call with Dr. Nupi Aurora by messaging her right here on LinkedIn.
Oh, I love that. And without further ado, I'm going to bring on my wonderful guest. I don't think you guys have probably met him before, but what are you doing? So here he is. Come on down.
This is my new theme music. This is my entrance theme music. Here we go. You got the
like
We thought we'd
it.
have a little fun there. Come on. We started
I'm
with
loving this.
the little bells there, the little glitter, and now we're into the dance pop.
You're up to something.
Woo!
I love this. Can I have this music?
There you go.
Did your son,
That's
did
my
your son make
new
this?
entrance music.
Did your son make this?
Well, say that again.
Did your son make this music?
That is just stock music.
Oh, wow, it's brilliant. I love it. Hello,
Yes.
Mr. Producer. Welcome.
Hello, and you know what? Yes, I did forget. And when I was getting up the actual beyond totally transparent and authentic, as I was trying to get up the brand story, my computer was going so slow. I wasn't sure we were going to make it, but we did it. Woohoo! It's all about persevering. It's all about persevering, right?
Yeah. And you know what, Russ? Had you not
What?
made it, I could have acted it out and actually recited it because I know it off by heart.
I know you do. And you could have
So-
like done Devin's voice, you know, he's got
I
that
can't do
really.
Devin's voice.
He is definitely, you know, that flow therapy voice that
Hi,
he's
Aaron.
got,
Sorry.
you know.
I'm keeping an eye on comments as well. I know.
There you
his voice
go.
is
That's all
amazing.
right. Just
Hi,
jump in
Aaron.
and
Hi,
scream
Tim.
every moment.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Rumi. Oh, thank you. I do look like a Russian pussycat. Oh, God.
You got to wait until I actually put them up on the screen before you start saying hi to
Sorry.
people.
Oh, gosh. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, am I? I
Well, some
blame
people.
the
obviously-
blood. I blame
Oh,
the
there
blood
you
of
go.
the Englishman. I've only had a sip.
Oh, you and your Halloween cat costume, very nice, very nice. I think
Thank you.
with your glitter, you're pretty much always in Halloween mode.
How can you say that? That makes it sound like I'm like a drag queen or something.
No. That's a
It's not
compliment.
Halloween mode when it's normal stuff.
It's good. That's good. That was a compliment. What do you mean? I didn't say it was drag.
It's
That
like,
you
you
said
know,
that.
Yeah, but Halloween means it's like OTT watch. I'll show you. I shall lift the veil. 1 second. I
You're
shall
gonna lift the veil.
I am. There you go. Look, I've absolutely caked my face with glitter.
Look at
Can you see?
that. Very nice. Very nice. That's because you're the
Now,
glitter practitioner. You got to do that.
I am not talking to you today. I kind of have to because you're my guest. So,
Oh.
Mr. Russ Hedge, how are you? Oh, for people who don't know who you are, please do tell everybody who you are.
Yes, I
This
would
is
love
really
to.
getting
Then I have
itchy. Sorry, go on.
I have a great question for you too, but I'll
Okay.
first tell
Are
everybody
you
who I
interviewing
am.
me today?
Yeah, after you I answer your question.
Go for it.
So, hey, everybody, my name is Russ Hedge, and I am your marketing coach. I am an inspiration specialist, and I'm here to inspire and encourage you to live a purpose driven life of significance. So, what does that mean? I want you to do the amazing things God has created you to do. I want you to be a world changer, a difference maker. And how do I do that? Well, I tell you, I am a marketing coach, and I help you market you. That's right. Let me say it again. I help you market you because you are your business, you are everything you do. And I help you break through all the noise in social media and the web and really get through your message, both online and in person, who you really are and what differentiates you in the marketplace. You know, Nupi, I just put out a poll on LinkedIn, and I asked people what their biggest fear was, or biggest fear or challenge on with their business, and the number one answer was trying to differentiate themselves from other people. For
Yeah.
trying to find a way to do that was
Yes.
their biggest problem, biggest challenge. So a lot of times people have problems with that, and let me tell you, it's really a lot more simple than you think. Might not be easy, but it is simple because you are the X factor. You're the one that differentiates you from everybody else in your industry. This is why the glitter practitioner stands out with glitter all over her face and cat ears on her head. People remember that because she stands out because that's who she is. Oh,
I
and it's
really,
good.
you know,
And it's not drag either.
thank you. Nice recovery, I must say. Very
I
nice
try.
recovery. The thing
I
is, yes, it's knowing. It really, I know what you mean, and I think it's difficult because I remember I used to get very overwhelmed with, there are so many physician turned coaches, and it's all, it's all very similar. But I think I realised quite early on there is only one me who has an F list and who is,
hallelujah for that.
Hallelujah. That's what Al always says. So he's like, listen, honey,
I'm being the honorary
really,
brother. Sorry, I gotta stop.
Yes,
I'm being the
I
honorary
know.
brother. Yeah.
Hey, there was nobody else like you. So
since I'm interviewing you,
unique. Yes.
Since I'm interviewing you and interrupting and actually taking over your show here at the moment, what I was going to say was, I think you are amazing with the people like you today that are utilizing visibility, live streaming, and differentiating themselves by using video. And this is what we're doing here today. This is what I help you do. This is what you are very naturally good at. But a lot of people, there's a lot of fear based around getting out and actually putting themselves out there, and they don't know also how to do a live stream. So they're kind of thinking, I don't even know what to do. And people don't realize Noopy knows all the technical details. She has it all done. She doesn't really need my help. She just asks for my
Are you ditching me? Are you politely ditching me live on air? Oh, that's cruel. That's mean.
If you really, Noopy is great at what she does. Technology is not what she's great at. So she,
that's true.
So it doesn't matter whether you are good at that or not, though. That's my point, is that there is a way to move forward with help, with collaboration, with people that do that for their business, whatever. And there is a
show takeover. Did you see that? Did you
show
see that?
takeover?
Thank you, Tim. She's learned quick. Yes, thank you, Aaron.
So since I've taken over your show, I was going to say that, we both have learned, a lot of things that you're about is burnout and, helping physicians really, and people in general. But, there's a lot of people that have gone through challenges in life, and you help them through your F list, all that you're doing to get through those things. Well, what I want to know is, you and I both got a chance. You got away with your friends. I got away with my family this weekend. Let me ask you, how important is it, number one, to have that time away? And number two, what is your favorite time away ever?
Oh, I'm loving these questions. Okay. How important? So, first question: how important is it for me to get away and just have time out completely? I have realized it is extremely important, and I think when you're doing, because I guess what I've been doing on LinkedIn, I absolutely love it. It doesn't feel like work. This is really itching my face. Could I just take it off for a minute? Sorry, it's just really itching. I'll keep the ears on still. Okay, that's better. It is so important because you need that. It's almost like you need that creative outlet, and it gives you fresh inspiration and ideas. So this weekend I went away with Michelle Brooks, who's in the comments, Helen Leathers, all my amazing lady friends who, that sounds weird, who I did my spiritual coaching diploma with, and our teacher was displaying at Birmingham NEC, and it was amazing. And we had such a giggle. It was brilliant. And just having that change of scene, I don't know, it just gives you a different perspective, I would say. So I think it is very important. And what was the second question again? I can't remember.
What is your favorite getaway ever?
Ever. You mean in what context, please, Mr. Producer? In what context?
Whatever context you want. Does your husband? You better be good about your husband because he watches the show, right?
I'm the one who sorts out all the bloody holidays and all the getaways. The best getaway ever. What's your favorite? What's your best getaway?
My honeymoon with my beautiful wife. We grew up. We were the Love Boat generation. So we grew up in high school watching the show The Love Boat. And so we went on a little cruise for our honeymoon to the Bahamas. and it was fabulous. Yes.
Oh, so yes, my favourite getaway, I think, has been the long haul. I'll tell you when, actually. It was before we had children, and you could just take off. And we did sort of a trip around Thailand. I love the Far East, and also the Maldives and the Indian Ocean. Oh, that's my happy home. So yeah, but then there's also been times when we've just gone to North Wales and just been by the beach and just beach walks. And there's been a couple of trips we've taken to Abersoch, which is North Wales, and I just love the mountains, the cliff, the beach walks. It's just stunning. So I think at the bottom line is it's who you're with, actually. Um, yeah, I think that those have been my favorite times. It's been beautiful.
So this morning on my LinkedIn newsletter,
Hmm.
it was all about having that quiet time. And
Mm,
the place that we stayed at the Oregon coast this last weekend, it just kind of epitomizes the coast or the mountains. My beautiful wife and I love to go there. This weekend we took Maddie, our dog, and Kyla, my daughter, my adult daughter. She came along with us, but you know what? Every morning when we're away, I get up. They had a beautiful breakfast room, and so I'd go and have breakfast and sit and do just do my prayer and devotionals and my quiet time and my thought and my planning and just time to think. And then I go walking on the beach with Maddie, my trusty beagle. Those kind of things just kind of clear my head and help me to refocus so that
yes.
when I come back, then I'm all ready to go. I think we all just need that time kind of to refocus.
Yeah, I miss the sea. I really, really do. I know Randy, who lives in Oregon, and Devin, they send me pictures of the sea, and I'm always saying, send me a video because I really miss the sea. And it's that coastline is absolutely stunning. Um, and there's something very therapeutic about having your feet in the sand. And I love swimming, so I pretend I'm a dolphin. I'm off. I'll just go and swim in the sea. What I do, I pretend I'm a dolphin. I really do.
Well, actually, one of my favorite,
I'm a
and by
very
the way,
strong swimmer.
everybody, you guys have started doing this, but everybody put in your favorite getaway ever. Tim's favorite one was his honeymoon cruise to Alaska.
Mm,
Amazing. The areas in Alaska there, I haven't been on a cruise, but I've been to a couple of the
I'd love
cruise
to do that.
towns and
Yeah.
been to Juneau where the cruise ships come through in the glaciers and it's beautiful. But
Wow.
one of my favorites was when my beautiful wife and I were in Hawaii and we took a small boat trip along the Nepali coast in
Yeah.
Maui, or no, I'm sorry, that's in Kauai. And the dolphins,
I
the
am a
spinner
dolphin.
dolphins jump with you and they spin and jump. It looks like you're at SeaWorld. And that
Yes,
was pretty amazing. Yeah.
absolutely. I am a dolphin. Jennifer, my beautiful Jennifer. I don't know how to pronounce your surname. Grogan.
You are
Thank
a
you, Russ. Thank you. I am a dolphin, though. I have dolphin energy.
Oh, that is too good. I've thought of a lot
Oh.
of things that you are, but a dolphin has never come to mind. But
Okay, now
oh,
it begs the question. Hi, Stephen. Lovely to see you. Okay, so what else do you think I am? If I've
what
got a
else have I what?
because you said there's lots of things I would have thought, I would have said that
Oh,
you are.
no, you're full of energy. You are definitely fizzy and glittery, and you definitely make people happy. But the beautiful thing I think about you, really the one of your best attributes, Snoopy, was when we first met,
Hmm.
that you are patient, kind, and you're willing to listen to people and give them value by your attention and by then your knowledgeable input in medicine. And I know you know what I'm referring to. My beautiful wife and I, you talked to Leah, my wife, for over an hour, probably an hour and a half. Where doctors here will talk to her for 5 or 10 minutes and shoo her out the door. So the nice thing about that was just the attention, the thoughtfulness, and just going through the issue that she was dealing with. And so, I just think that's one of the best attributes. What I think about you and all the craziness and the fun we have and the laughter,
Yes.
I think about the fact that you really are kind and patient and willing to add value to people by listening. And let me tell everybody, this is something that we all need to work on. I'm pointing right at me, right? They always say when you're pointing at somebody, there's three fingers pointing back at you.
Yeah.
I need to always be a better listener. I need to be a better person at adding value to others. And how do I do that? I practice.
Yeah.
I practice, and that's part of what I teach people when I work with them. Is you got to keep practicing and working on the things that will improve you, that will help you grow, and give you a journey to significance. I call it, which is really true success, and that is making yourself better, right? And we are truly, Tim said it earlier too,
Yeah.
we are truly better together. And Nupi, I want your comment on this because, and people, everybody listening today, put your thoughts about this in the comments as well. We are better together. Part of that growth and making ourselves better is through community and through others who have that valuable input like you, Nupi. You make me better. You made my beautiful wife better by spending that time with us, listening, patient, being kind. Thank you.
Oh gosh, are you going to make me? Oh, listen, I had the most beautiful weekend, and Aaron Gibson did you were part of it because I saw your messages, and he did the most stunning, and it echoes really what you've just said about community and connection and better together, and it was incredible. And now you're just going to make me cry all over again. I should stop crying in a nice way. And I'm helping Aaron co-host the show. It's called Reach Out Religion, and it's all about being a platform to support other people, and it's listening essentially. And I'm just so honored, and the people, I'm so grateful for the connections and for the people who I have met since starting out on LinkedIn. And I really truly am. I mean, today I'll show you actually because it's beautiful. I got sent some crystals and a card from just the most kindest, beautiful soul, Dr. Michelle Gooding. Thank you so much, who held space. And just it's giving. That is such a precious thing you can hold and give to somebody. It's a gift. And did you see my song on Friday? My karaoke song, Okie Dokie Karaoke. Did you see it? Okay. Yep. Did you? Shall I test you? What did I sing?
I want you to sing it. Sing it again because I only saw part of it. I did see it, but I only saw part of it.
It's absolutely fine. But
I remember I was away.
Oh, yes,
family time, but I did see a little bit.
Yeah.
I did see a little bit. Yeah.
It's fine. Don't worry. But it was Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol. And for me, that song is all about just be present, just be. And it's holding space with somebody and just trust. And it's just beautiful. Oh, it was gorgeous. And yes, we are stronger together and better. And that's how we learn, isn't it? It's how we learn from each other. And it's what in your marketing with Russ earlier today. I mean, just such a perfect song. It is a beautiful song. It is. Yes, it's all about connection and community and supporting each other. And as human beings, that's our inherent need. We're not meant to be isolated, or we're meant to be together, essentially. And that's what connects us.
Well, and you make it easy for people, Nupi, to like you and know you and trust you, right? That whole know, like, and trust factor is important in doctors, especially because you're trusting them with, your life. In fact, I'm going into surgery here in less than a week and a half, and I'm trusting them to put me under and do what they need to do. And so you want to have people that you trust and that you connect with. And, really, it was interesting because the situation, this is not about me. I'm just going to talk about the doctor really quickly. The doctors who are doing the surgery, very caring, took lots of time to explain things to me, lots of time to give me time to ask questions and do things. And that's important because, surgery freaks me out. But anyway, I know God's got this, so that's good.
Yes.
But
and I'll be blasting you.
Yeah. But I was going to say, this is what's really important to everybody that watches you. What does the glitter practitioner and medicine have to do with marketing? Well, I'll tell you a ton, and that is because we are all similar in the fact that we're trying to connect with people. We're trying to get to that community place where people know, like, and trust us no matter what business we're in. And if you can't trust your doctors, and if they don't have good customer service, I'll just put it in sales terms,
Yeah.
that's a problem. So before this show today, I went to 3 places. They were actually 3 places where you can take and donate your used goods, right?
Yeah.
And so the reason I went to 3 is because the first place wouldn't take everything and they had an excuse. The second place told me they weren't open and they couldn't service me. And the third place walked up, thanked me, and took everything and handed me a receipt, and I was gone. Where do you think I'm going to go back?
Mm.
I mean, people that make it easy to work with you. Same thing with your doctor. My wife recently changed her doctor because it was so hard, and they were really doing nothing for her. They were literally doing nothing. And I'm not, and this is not a slam on doctors. There are so many great doctors. I have a great doctor that I work with that spends an hour talking to me. But the whole thing is, that's what's so important, to put that forward. And you do that, Noopy. You put that forward. You do that in your practice. And that's why your F list is so effective. That's why everything you're doing is so effective for others.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And yeah, I totally agree. I think it's the fundamental thing that that really does join us, whether you're a doctor, whether you're in business. If you don't have that connection, and if that person doesn't feel that you're being genuine, then they're not going to do business with you. It's really not rocket science. And I just think when you go back to those baseline skills of compassion, kindness, smiling, and, not like just randomly going around smiling like a complete Looney Tune. I don't mean that. But I guess it's compassion, isn't it? And care. And I think that is so important. And there are so many, I've experienced when leadership styles perhaps aren't so kind and compassionate, and it fosters dysfunction. It doesn't foster trust, and that's what it boils down to. It's the baseline of anything, trust. And that's what I said about my song as well. I think randomly, just mid singing, I was like, oh my goodness, this is all about trust, isn't it? Just like talking to the camera. But it's trust. And I think it takes a long time to build it, and it can take a heartbeat like that to completely destroy it. So it's being aware, it's choosing your words carefully, it's having empathy, it's having compassion, and something that needs, I think, you always learn and develop and grow. And it's reflective as well. Nobody's perfect. You're going to make mistakes all the time, left, right, and center. And I guess it's what you do with that. It's how you learn and how you grow from it.
Yeah. Well, you're exactly right. I mean, I agree with you. And this is why you are a fabulous person to work with. But most of all, it makes you a great friend because you really care. And I think, I think that we all have those friends who we know. Well, let's just say that when I say, oh man, it's been a rough day and I'm getting ready for my surgery, and they say, oh my goodness, I know I am having a horrible day and I have to do this coming up, and I am just like, my life, and I need you to do this for me and all this. And suddenly you're like, okay, wait a second. I'm happy to be there for you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But do you want to say anything like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that, or anything about what I just said?
Yeah.
Because so far you've just skirted over everything that I said. I mean, there are people like that. And honestly, you know me, I'm a positive person. Honestly, I think most people don't realize they do that. They're so caught up in whatever they're doing. They're not trying to be mean or horrible.
Yes,
but
I get that.
How do people take that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's interesting what you've just said, actually, because I think it's at times when you're, especially if you're a positive person and people are used to being bundles of energy and happy and there for each other, there for other people. And when you're going through perhaps not so great times, it's interesting to see who's there for you, truly, who's really there, who's going to sort of every single day or reach out, make sure you're okay, as opposed to just sort of superficial stuff. And I think, this last year and a half now, we're pivoting my career and coming on to a new platform and just, I guess, spreading my wings and flying, slowly but surely. That's really something that's been made very apparent to me, and I'd rather have a handful of people like that who I know would be there in a drop of a hat, come no matter what, than have people who are sort of fair weather friends. Really, that's how I feel. But that's because I think I'm aware. I know what I want, and I guess what lights me up, and who I can trust as well. And that takes, again, time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I sound like a really wise old elder. Yes, it takes time. Many years have passed. I will impart this knowledge to the younger ones with my pussycat ears on.
You're too funny.
Oh, dear me.
Well, you know what it is? You do have, this is what I think people need to get over, the imposter syndrome that's always chatting in their brain.
Yes.
That you do have expertise, value, and wisdom from your life, no matter how long it's been, right?
Yes.
No matter how long it's been, you have that. And so it's important to have confidence that God has given you that ability to share with others.
Yeah.
And we all have something to put out there that's going to bless and help somebody else. And and you do a great job of that, Nupi. You're very good at that. I always leave the conversation feeling good.
Oh, you're so cute. Oh, thanks. Such a cute. Have you heard of my boa constrictor hugs?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Do you not know? So when I do my little emojis, I've started to, how I've got my own language going with Fizz Tingle and Fizz Pop Giddy Pants and obviously F List and stuff like that. Anyway, Fizz Essence, that was the one I couldn't remember. So Fizz Essence is your inner light and you're glowing. So I've got, how I absolutely love my emoji queen as well. So when I put up two symbols of the hug symbol and then the snake in the middle, that's me giving you a massive, really super, super, super tight boa constrictor style hug, which is basically such a really squishy tight, because I'm very strong, as I'm a strong person, and squishing you so tight, but not enough to dead you, not enough to kill you, obviously, because that would be weird. But yeah, really super tight. That is what a boa constrictor is.
So the boa constrictor hug.
A boa constrictor. Yeah, like suffocate you to death, but I don't really want to kill you. That's weird. But just really tight. Yes. Nancy gets it. Nancy Barrows gets it and loves it.
I'm having, let's see here. I'm looking at the comments here. Yeah. I am trying to get through everybody that has been here today. And I do want everybody to know how much we appreciate you. Jennifer's tuning in from Colorado. No matter where you're tuning in from,
thank you so much.
We appreciate everybody. We appreciate the love, the boa constrictor hugs, and
big burly silverback hugs from Aaron Gibson. Absolutely.
Yes. So yeah, it's an amazing community, isn't it, Nupi, that we've surrounded ourselves with and that we get to be part of. So I think with that, Nupi, our time is wrapping up. I think you need to kick me out and you need to round up your show.
No problem. Oh no, it goes too quickly. Oh, but actually, I wanted to say a huge thank you when I had Nancy Deborah on, actually, because that was really good. That was just too juicy not to continue. So thank you for being the most amazing producer. And if anybody does need help with starting live streaming, come and speak to Russ Hedge. Seriously, just connect with him. He's amazing, and just
And I am,
such a kind, such a lovely person to work with.
and Noopy,
Yes.
care of her producer, just put my my email, I mean my website in the
Clever.
in the text. But I got to put it in LinkedIn. I forgot that, so I'm doing that as we talk, trying to type and talk to you at the same time. It's always
Brilliant, you're
quite a
doing
trick.
fantastic. Oh my goodness me. I got a real, just before I let you go, I got a real taste actually of what you do, I guess. And when I co-hosted with Brian Schulman, I couldn't remember his surname then. And when I stood in for Nancy, oh my God, I don't know how you do it. I was literally Google-eyed, but going from like just, then actually I kind of just enjoyed the guests and danced and sang and messed around. And I was like, oh, Brian, can you do that bit, please? Oh, go on, you're better at it than I am. You do that bit. I was just like, oh, I'm not even going to try anymore. But it is. I guess it's practice, isn't it? Like anything, you get accustomed to it, you get used to it. But no,
That's right.
okay.
Well, that's just it.
Yeah, no, it's harder than
You got to
think.
practice. You're exactly right. That's what it's all about, you know. And so even when you practice a lot, like me right now, trying to type and do this at the same time,
Yes.
uh, it still can become difficult at times. But you know what? I want to say this. I want to say that I really appreciate you. I'm thankful that I am at a point where I get to work with the people that are friends, that people that I like to work with, because you know what? To me, my community is like family, and they're people that I love to spend time with, right? And so it's not it. They say if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm never having to work, and I appreciate you in that. And I just want to tell everybody one thing before I kick myself out, and that is I want you to remember one thing from today, besides the fact that Noopy's amazing, that she is somebody you have to connect with and that you have to build community with, because she will help you and love you through whatever you're doing. But I want to remind you, so many people out there are having those limiting beliefs, that imposter syndrome, and those negative voices that talk to you every day. First of all, subscribe to my newsletter on LinkedIn, because great positive, short little bits every Monday that will lift your spirits. Really, pretty much most of what I put out will lift your spirits. That's why I'm an inspiration specialist. But I really want to help you on a practical level. So people ask me, what problem do you solve? What do you do for me? What are you going to give me that will help me? I help you market you. I've done this with many, many people I've worked with. I help you market you, and by gaining visibility in life, by finding out how you can reach your ideal customer, by just being the authentic you and using the tools at your disposal to be able to make that happen. And the huge one is connecting, building community. It's easier than ever to do based on technology, but it seems harder than ever to do based on people's actual actions. So let me help you. Let me coach you. Let me encourage you. Let me be there for you today. And Noopy, thank you so much for having me on your
So
show. You're
welcome.
amazing.
I love it. I love it when you come on. It's always really good fun. So thank you. Please, guest, do not go anywhere. I shall join you in the green room.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
And
Have
I'll
a good
join you
day.
once I've wrapped it up. Oh, what a great! Oh, I do love spend. It doesn't even feel. I forget actually that the camera's on. I'm just having chats. It's great. I love it. Absolutely love what I get to do. Thank you everybody for joining me today and joining Russ. So, just as a reminder, you will find me every Monday on LinkedIn, and it's usually 8 p.m. BST, which is 12 noon Pacific Daylight Time. I'm really trying to improve my winks. I'm getting there, kind of. And also every other Tuesday with my beautiful Supernova Soul Sister, Diana Londonio, for Supernova Soul Sister. Can't even speak. Supernova Soul Sisters, Physicians in Motion. So we have an episode tomorrow. Please tune in, and that's at 7:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which is it's going to be 7:30, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2:30 my time in the UK, it would normally be 3:30. So just remember 2:30 p.m. And you can find me on LinkedIn, which is pretty much where I am, but also Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, all under the Glitter Practitioner. And also my Find Your Fizz and Flourish coaching program. All the details I have in my About section on LinkedIn, and I regularly post, usually on my Friday Fun Day Karaoke day for singing, of how to get hold of me. My Calendly link is there. Please get in touch. You do not have to go through stuff on your own, and please reach out. So I thank you for joining me on this amazing Halloween. I know it's evening my time, and you guys in stateside have still got the rest of the day, but have an amazing Halloween evening. And I shall see you next week for episode 23. Bye.